Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 21 of the Photoshop tutorial series. So today we're going to look at how to use the HDR effect in order to bring out liveliness in the picture. So before we actually bring out the HDR effect, let me adjust the brightness and contrast of the picture. So let me increase the brightness of the picture a bit and increase the contrast just like that. And usually in the picture you can see that the dark areas are very dark and the bright areas are very bright. So in order to correct that, what we can do is we can go to images, go to adjustments, and then we can go to HDR toning. So what that actually does is that it actually brings out the image effect, as you can see over here. So let me just press cancel. Alright, so let me just bring out the HDR toning right here. So you can see that it actually brings out the details over onto the shadow areas as well. So let me turn off the preview and you can see that there are no details in the shadow areas right now. But if I were to increase it, you can see that the shadow areas are increasing as well. So I can increase the radius for more effect right there. I can increase the strength and decrease the strength to make it seem more detailed-istic. And I can increase the gamma, decrease the gamma, increase the exposure, decrease the exposure to get more details out of the effect just like this. So here in the advanced tab right here, you can see that there's something called shadows and highlights. So if I were to increase the shadow, it only increases the dark area, as you can see over here. So I want to increase it to an OK stage just like this. I can also increase the highlights that only affects the bright area, so I can usually decrease out the bright areas just like that to get out more even details just like that. I can increase the vibrance to increase the color levels of the weak. The vibrance only affects the weaker colors, unlike saturation, which affects all the colors. So I can bring out the vibrance and bring down the saturation to get an even look in the overall picture. So this can be used for quite a number of effects. So it can be to color correct, blend pictures into a really great one. So you can see the difference right there when I cancel the setting right there. So I can go to images and just change the shadows and highlights as well. So if you just want to change the shadows and highlights, that setting is also available. So you can have more options to change the tone of highlights and so forth. But usually I like using the HDR toning because it gives me much more rich controls right there. So I can just go to HDR toning and you can see that the color output over here is much more well detailed and much more lively than just using shadows and highlights. So that is how you give an HDR effect to an existing picture. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share and subscribe.